Hey Aquarius, welcome to your love and relationship reading. Thank you guys so much for being here. Today we're going to be doing a Celtic cross reading for you guys in love and relationships. Just a few announcements as I start shuffling and preparing the deck. If you want to take a look in the description box below, you're going to find all the information you need down there. Also down there is a link to my Etsy shop. If you're interested in gemstone jewelry, I do hand make all of the items myself, so make sure you guys check that out. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you Aquarians that support my channel and my shop. I appreciate all of you guys. If by chance this reading doesn't resonate or you're just looking for further guidance, take a look at your playlist. There's many timeless readings on there for you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started here, Aquarius. Spirit, we ask for the highest messages and guidance for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising in love and relationships. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising in love and relationships. All right. All right, Aquarius, your current energy, the Fool. What's helping or hindering you? The Four of Swords. What happened in the recent past? Six of Pentacles. Coming up in the near future, the Eight of Swords. What's in your subconscious emotions? The Six of Swords. The Five of Wands for the partner you're dealing with or how they see you or view you. How you're impacting your situation, the High Priestess. What's the environment like? Page of Cups. What do you need to be aware of? The Ten of Cups. And what's the most likely outcome? The Two of Wands. I almost get this sensation like this is going to be for Aquarians who are in a current relationship and you're kind of thinking about, should I stay or should I go? Here in the recent past, you have the Six of Pentacles. This is a coming together. I feel like this is everybody meshing their finances, their home. You may have moved in together. Everything is hunky-dory, equal give and take. Things are going very well. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. We have the Chariot in the reverse. So yeah, I feel like this is you guys being in a relationship probably for a long time, but it almost feels like there's a stagnant energy or something isn't moving forward or progressing. Here in your current energy, you have the Fool. This is wanting a new beginning, wanting to change things up, take a leap of faith, maybe spice that relationship up a bit. What's helping or hindering you is this Four of Swords. This is non-action, just thinking. So I feel like you're thinking about this new energy, this next step or the progress of this relationship here, but nobody's actually taking any action, I don't feel like. In your subconscious emotions, this is you wanting to move towards calmer waters, wanting to end those arguments, end those fights, end those things that really cause strife and conflict in this relationship. How other people view you? Confrontational. This is the Five of Wands. This is arguments, fighting, not seeing eye to eye, not cooperating. How you're impacting this situation, Aquarius, is the High Priestess. You may not be speaking at all to your partner right now. You may be thinking about wanting a new beginning. You could be thinking about maybe going off on your own, leaving the relationship behind, or trying to think of a way to resolve your situation and your relationship here. But I don't feel like you're communicating it. You haven't come out and told your partner anything yet. You haven't given any ideas or possibly, any signs of wanting to move on. Now, the environment here is the Page of Cups. So there is opportunity for new love. There is opportunity for a restoration of the love you once had. Here, coming up in the near future, you have the Eight of Swords. I feel like you fear the future right now. Aquarius. Like you fear the future of this relationship, the outcome of this relationship. So you have the Page of Swords and the Nine of Cups. And you have the Magician. Clarifying this Eight of Swords. So I feel like you are afraid of telling your partner what really makes you happy, of what it is that you want or need in your life to help this relationship, or if it's not to repair this relationship, it's to move forward. But there is some anxiety and some fear in actually communicating your thoughts and feelings to your partner here. What you need to be aware of is the Ten of Cups. This is happiness, fulfillment, family, coming together. Everything you could have ever dreamed of. And this is in what you need to be aware of, which is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. Two very feminine energies here. The Empress is the highest queen in the deck, and the Queen of Pentacles is the queen who has mastered the physical realm. So many of you might, your relationships might have some money issues or arguments surrounding money or finances. Others of you, you may be having arguments about the emotional connection. Somebody feels as if they're not getting enough emotional connection or spending time or, nurturing or being cared for in this relationship. And I feel like what you need to be aware of is that both of these can be resolved. They're at a very high level that if you were to just speak or communicate with your partner what it is that you want or you need or that will fulfill you or make you happy, I do feel like there's a compromise here. But it's almost like you are tied in between speaking this out, giving it a chance, and just wrapping up and leaving. Moving on, because I feel subconsciously it's almost like you may not even want to work on this anymore, Aquarius. There may have been so many arguments or so much imbalance or too many hurtful things said that you may not even want to work on it. I feel like right now just the advice that you need or what you're asking about is if you should stay and work on it, if there is anything to save, and like the options. Would you be better off going alone and being independent and single, or would it be better off if you stayed and tried to make this relationship work? Your most likely outcome is the Two of Wands, and that's the decision. It's just that, bringing you to that place of making a decision on whether to stay or whether to go. Tell me about this Two of Wands for the outcome. So you have the Queen of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, clarifying this Two of Wands. And then you also have the Four of Swords in the reverse. So you have the Queen of Cups on one side of this Two of Pentacles and the Four of Swords on the other side. It's almost like you're battling or weighing your thoughts against your emotions or your mind against your intuition. And that's kind of what you're using to try to make your decision. And I feel like that's kind of why you're wrapped up in this fear about actually making this choice, is because you're battling the two against each other instead of allowing them both to come in and cooperate on an energetic level to provide more of that clear direction here. What's the advice for Aquarius? So the Seven of Wands in the reverse, come out of that defensive stance. You don't have to defend yourself all the time. You don't have to be defensive all the time. What I'm hearing is not everything is an attack on you. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Open your heart to what it is you truly want. Be open to receiving gifts and blessings in all forms. Love in all forms. So this is one thing, Aquarius, that I learned quite a long time ago is everybody loves in their own way. And the majority of people give love in the way that they wish to receive it. So a lot of times that is kind of what causes relationships to end or for arguments to ensue, is because one person may need something, but you're giving this person say it's emotional nurturing. This person needs emotional nurturing. You're giving them emotional nurturing in the way that you need it, not in the way that they need it or want it, okay? So although you're giving it, and there's nothing wrong with the way you're giving it, but you're not meeting their emotional need, because that is not the form in which they need it in. This causes many, many, many arguments, okay? Same thing with spending time with each other. Say you live with your partner, okay? And you feel like that's spending time with each other. You wake up every morning together, you go to bed at night together, you sit and watch TV together, but your partner says that you don't spend time or make time for them, okay? And it's kind of like, what do you mean? I'm with you all day. But your partner is saying that they need quality time in a different way. So be that as you take them to the park, you take them out of the house, you go for a drive, whatever it is that they're expressing to you, that's the form of that connection or time spent that they need. Just because you're giving that to them, you live with them, does not mean that that is fulfilling their need. And vice versa. You could be telling your partner that you want to spend time with them, go out on a date, and your partner's like, we live together. So then they, sit at home and watch TV with you or let you pick the movie, and that doesn't fulfill your emotional need of time spent. And so then you're always feeling unfulfilled, and they're feeling like they're always trying, right? But in reality, yes, they are trying, but they're doing it in a way that does not reach the vibration that you need it to. It doesn't connect with you in that way. So that's the way in which arguments really end up happening, and why people can't come to agreements or resolve things, because we're always trying to give the way in which we want to receive without listening and understanding to what that person wants and how they receive it, how they take it from us. Just because we try doesn't mean that it's fulfilling that person's emotional need or physical need or whatever that may be. So just a little advice for you on that. You also had the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups come out. And then you also had the Devil. And this is all for your advice for this situation. So there's definitely a release of toxicity and defensiveness that needs to be cut out here. There is a foundation that's been built here, and I do feel like it's a very solid family thing. So you may be involved with that person's family or whatnot here. But Spirit's advice here is mainly to not be defensive, to open your heart up. Don't get attached to, the specifics of what you're trying to do. Just be open. There is something worth saving here. I do feel like you have that Ten of Cups and what you need to be aware of. But it's going to ultimately be up to you and what feels right. All right, Aquarius, so that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time.